Hey there. June was an exciting month for VR on both the hardware and software side, so there's a lot to cover today. So without any further ado, I'm Christopher, this is the Nerd Corner, and here are the top 10 VR stories for June 2023. Before we get started, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you enjoy the video, and click that notification bell to keep up to date with all my latest content. UploadVR held its annual showcase on June 14th, letting VR fans get a peek at some of the games heading to PC, consoles, and mobile VR in the coming year. While there were a ton of games on display this year, leading to a showcase that ran for nearly 2 hours, there weren't really a lot of huge announcements compared to previous years. That's not to say there weren't some great games on display though. We got to see a bit more footage of Power Wash Simulator VR, which was initially revealed at the Metagame Showcase earlier this month, and a sneak peek at the realism mode for the upcoming VR shooter Crossfire Sierra Squad ahead of its August release. As far as new games, we got our first look at the mixed reality racer Micro Machines Mini Challenge Mayhem, and a teaser trailer for Caveman Studios' 2024 Battle Royale game Contractor Showdown. I'll have links to all of the games I mentioned, as well as the entire showcase in the description, so definitely check those out after the video. With only a few months to go until launch, a development update posted on the Bigscreen Beyond blog on June 1st announced that the company had made some improvements to its optics and manufacturing processes that will result in an even better headset for buyers. One of the biggest improvements coming to the Bigscreen Beyond will be the increased field of view, which now sits at 102 degrees up from the previous 92 degree FOV. While still not quite as large as something like the Valve Index, the new FOV means the Bigscreen Beyond should have a slightly larger viewable area than competitors like the Meta Quest 2. In addition to the improved FOV, the Bigscreen Beyond will now sport a larger sweet spot with less glare and will ship with a 32 ppd pixel density. I'll have the blog post with more information linked down below, but for now, let's head on to the next story. While VR Flight Sim fans were likely excited by the debut trailer for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 at the Xbox Game Showcase in early June, the fact that there was no mention of VR support in the teaser may have left some flyers frightened. Luckily for the VR Flight Sim aficionados out there, it's now been confirmed that Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 will indeed have VR support. First announced on VR Flight Sim Guy's channel, an interview by Helisimmer.com with Microsoft Flight Simulator head Jorg Newman and the CEO of Asobo Studios revealed that VR support will be returning for the 2024 edition. Responding to players' concerns about seemingly absent features in the upcoming sim, Newman stated that, quote, "Everything that you love right now is going to be there plus. As someone who's now spent a few hundred hours flying around the virtual world in my Cub Crafter, this is definitely welcome news. Now I just need to figure out how to afford all the upgrades I'll need to run it at a decent frame rate." While VR support may be coming to Microsoft Flight Simulator, you probably shouldn't get your hopes up about slapping on your headset and loading up the game in your Xbox Series X anytime soon. As reported by UploadVR, Xbox Game Studio head Matt Booty told The Hollywood Reporter that he doesn't think the audience is large enough yet for Microsoft to try its hand at VR gaming. Responding to a question about the idea of the company expanding into the VR market, Booty stated that the kind of scale needed for a successful game, at least in Microsoft's eyes, is, quote, "not quite there yet with AR and VR." Now, while this isn't a particularly surprising sentiment on Booty's part, given the company's past stance towards VR gaming, it's still sure to come as a disappointment for those who were hoping to see Microsoft try to compete with Sony's PlayStation VR 2. At least for now, it looks like VR fans may have a long wait ahead of them before they can throw on a headset, pick up a controller, and tear up the tracks in the latest Forza game. PSVR2 owners who'd been hoping to take advantage of the headset's HDR displays to dig into their Steam backlog may soon be in luck, as the iVRy driver team made a major breakthrough in their efforts to get the console headset working on PC. On June 27th, the iVRy team announced that, after months of work and spending over $12,000 towards their goal, they'd made a breakthrough in their attempts to get PSVR2 working on PC. As of right now, assuming adapters and drivers become available, a GPU with a DisplayPort 1.4 and DSC 1.1 support would be required to use PSVR2 on PC. This means you'll need at least a 2000 series NVIDIA card or an AMD 5000 series card or better. But even with the right video card, you're still going to need additional hardware to ensure that your PC passes along the correct display info for the headset. Using a Linux box as a man in the middle to pass along the display info, the iVRy team was eventually able to get SteamVR working at 120 Hz on the PSVR2 by June 29th. From there, they were able to get Half-Life Alyx running on PSVR2 using an alpha driver combined with NoloVR for 6DoF tracking and controllers. While a consumer version of the driver, and the hardware needed to run it, is months away at a minimum, the rapid progress on the project over the last few weeks means that you're closer than ever to being able to use your PSVR2 on PC. After months of speculation that it had been cancelled alongside Ubisoft's other VR games, it was revealed at Meta's gaming showcase that the first trailer for Assassin's Creed Nexus VR would debut at Ubisoft Forward later that month. But instead of getting to see the long-awaited title in action, gamers who tuned in to Ubisoft Forward on June 12th were treated to a CG trailer showing a greatest hits run through the series' past entries, as the pre-rendered protagonist stepped into the shoes of iconic assassins Ezio, Cassandra, and Connor. The release of the teaser trailer was followed up by 4 screenshots posted by Road to VR that showed what looked like decidedly dated graphics for the mobile VR-focused title and noticeably cramped level design. It's still too early to make a call on this one given the limited info that's been released, but I know that I personally found this reveal to be really underwhelming. Let's hope Ubisoft delivers a game that does the franchise justice when Assassin's Creed Nexus releases later this year. Virtual desktop developer Guy Gadden announced on June 26 that the popular app for streaming PC VR games to Meta, Pico, and HTC mobile headsets was getting one of its biggest updates yet. The new version of Virtual Desktop brings a massive update to visual quality when streaming games, with the option to use H.264 plus encoding and push the bitrate up to 400 megabits per second. Gamers using NVIDIA cards will also be able to take advantage of HEVC 10-bit encoding, which should go a long way towards eliminating color banding in darker scenes. And Quest Pro owners will have access to local dimming in PC games now. The update also added a pass-through environment, making it easier to see what's going on around you while you decide what to play next. Now, if, like me, you're using an AMD card, just be aware that for now, you'll probably want to set your bitrate to 200 megabits per second or lower, otherwise your screen might end up a blurry mess until that particular bug is resolved. On June 26, Meta announced the launch of its new Meta Quest Plus subscription service for Quest headsets. Operating similar to Sony's PlayStation Plus service, Meta Quest Plus will offer subscribers a curated collection of 2 games per month available for the Quest 2, Quest 3, and Quest Pro. The service costs $7.99 US per month or $59.99 annually, and subscribers will have access to the games as long as they stay subscribed to Meta Quest Plus. The first 2 games on offer are Pistol Whip and Pixel Ripped 1995, with the absolutely incredible Walkabout Minigolf following in August, along with Mother Gunship Forge. Now, assuming the quality of games on offer stays high, this could be a great way to build up your Quest library without breaking the bank. If you want to check out MetaQuest Plus for yourself, through the end of July, you can give the service a try for just $1 for your first month. Let me know down in the comments what you think of MetaQuest Plus, and if you plan on subscribing or already have. A few hours before the start of Meta's Quest Gaming Showcase on June 1st, CEO Mark Zuckerberg took to Instagram to reveal the Meta Quest 3. Appearing virtually identical to the leaked designs posted to YouTube by Sadly It's Bradley last year, the Quest 3 features pancake lenses and a 40% slimmer optic profile than its predecessor. The sleek form factor of the Quest 3 is accompanied by a sizable boost in power, with what's believed to be the new Snapdragon XR2 Gen 2 chip offering twice the graphical performance of the Quest 2. The Quest 3 also comes with a suite of features designed for AR and mixed reality content, supported by full-color pass-through that a Bloomberg hands-on called, quote, almost lifelike. Quest 3 ships with new controllers, which ditch the tracking ring, bringing the design slightly more in line with the Quest Touch Pro controllers, and they'll feature the same advanced haptics. The Quest 3 will launch this fall starting at $499.99 US for the 128GB model, with the Quest 2 seeing an immediate price drop to $299 and $349 for the 128GB and 256 gig models respectively. Following the announcement of the Quest 3, Meta held its annual MetaQuest Gaming Showcase, where the company highlighted titles like Asgard's Wrath 2, designed to take advantage of the new hardware. Now, I've already covered the MetaQuest Gaming Showcase in a previous video, so I'll link that up above if you want to learn more about what's coming to the Quest in the coming months. But for now, let's get on to our number one story. And really, what else could it be but... Despite the great lengths Apple went to avoid using the acronym during its WWDC 2023 presentation on June 5th, there really is no other VR story that could top the list than the reveal of the Apple Vision Pro. Touted by Apple as a debut of spatial computing and powered by the company's all-new M2 chip, the Vision Pro is the company's first foray into the world of XR. Looking more like a pair of ski goggles than a traditional VR headset, the Apple Vision Pro will let you use apps, watch movies, and play games on screens that hover in front of you thanks to the Vision OS front end. Users won't just be limited to pass-through though. An adjustable knob on the side of the headset will let you block out the world around you for watching movies, or even play games on a massive display in an immersive environment. In order to keep from alienating those around you while using the headset, Vision Pro will project an image of your eyes on the headset's front-facing displays when interacting with others. Though, given the kinda creepy appearance of the googly eyes on the Apple Vision Pro, I'm really not sure this is going to be any less awkward than a normal VR headset. Vision Pro also ditches controllers, relying instead on eye and hand tracking for a glance and pinch method for manipulating menus. You will be able to hook up Bluetooth game controllers for supported titles, but those who were hoping to hop into Half-Life Alyx on the high-end headset are out of luck. Finally, the Vision Pro will let users capture 3D spatial pictures and video using cameras built into the front of the headset, which should lead to some interesting use cases when it launches in 2024. The Vision Pro ships with an external battery pack that Apple claims will provide up to 2 hours of battery life, and the whole thing comes with a hefty price tag. Those interested in getting their hands on the mixed reality headset when it launches next year will have to pony up $3,500, and Apple has already said that supplies will be extremely limited. While this was never going to be the gaming-focused headset that some VR fans were hoping for, I'm still going to be interested to see how Apple's Vision Pro will reshape the XR landscape. I'm working on a video about the Vision Pro right now, so stay tuned for that later this month. I know this was a much longer video than usual, so thank you so much for sticking around with me until the end. This is my first time doing an end-of-the-month recap like this, so I'd love to know what you thought about it down in the comments below. And let me know if you'd like to see me do more videos like this going forward. Now, I want to take a moment and give a huge shout out to everyone who stopped by the Nerd Corner in the 4 months since I got the wild idea of finally trying my hands at starting a YouTube channel. Thanks to your support, the channel's grown faster than I possibly could have imagined, and the over 1,000 of you out there who've subscribed have allowed me to make it into the YouTube Partner Program far sooner than I ever expected. I really appreciate everyone who's taken the time to watch, like, share, comment on, and subscribe to my videos, and I hope to keep producing great content for you for years to come. Thanks again so much for stopping by. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, your afternoon, your evening, your morning, whatever time it is, wherever you are. I know you have a lot of choices on how you spend that time, so I really do appreciate you spending some of it here with me in the Nerd Corner. See you soon. All right, pro tip for anyone out there making a YouTube channel. When you are recording your videos, make sure that the microphone is facing the right way before re-recording it 3 times and wondering what the hell is going on with your audio. The more you know.